Hi everyone, welcome to the introduction to this course contents. Master Python data analysis and modeling essentials, a real-world project using Jupyter Notebook, NumPy, SciPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, Stats Model, Scikit-learn, and more. I'm your course instructor, Professor Dr. Shuk Wei. This course divided into 6 sections. Section 1, Introduction. Section 2, Set up Python environment. Section 3, Data exploration. Section 4, Data preparation. Section 5, Classic statistical linear regression models. Section 6, Machine learning linear regression models. For the Section 1 introduction, it includes 2 lectures. Lecture 1, Introduction to the course contents. We are know in this lecture. Lecture 2, we will learning the data analysis and modeling concepts and process. Section 2, set up a Python environment, includes 4 lectures. We will learning how to install Anaconda Python in lecture 3. We will talk about the required packages in lecture 4 and install these required packages in lecture 5. In lecture 6, we're learning how to create a access working directly with Anaconda prompt. In section 3, data exploration, it includes 8 lectures. In lecture 7, we're learning how to read and save data into CSV file. In lecture 8, we are learning how to assessing the basic information of the data. In lecture 9, we are learning how to rename the columns of data frame using different methods. In lecture 10, we are learning how to slice the data frame using different methods. Lecture 11, we will learn how to sort data frame ascendingly or descendingly with few handy methods. Lecture 12, we'll talk about filtering data frame based on different conditions. In lecture 13, we will learning how to group data frame using some methods for calculating summary statistics. In lecture 14, we will focusing on how to calculate the summary statistics with different methods for columns and the variables that we need or for groups. In the section 4, data preparation, it contains 8 lectures. We will learning the different methods to detect missing values in lecture 15 and learning how to impute the missing values in lecture 16 and detecting the outliers in lecture 17 and treat these outliers in lecture 18. In lecture 19, we're learning how to make correlation analysis and select the features or the independent variables using the results of correlation analysis. In lecture 12, we're learning how to encode categorical values using some handy methods. In lecture 21, we'll be learning how to define the feature X, target Y, or we call it independent variables and dependent variables, and also other many names we will talk about in this lecture in detail. And we also learning how to split the data for the model training and model testing, or we call it model estimation or evaluation. In lecture 22, we will learning how to normalize the data using different scaling methods. In section 5, classic statistical linear regression models, it includes 7 lectures. We will learn the statistical modeling process. In fact, the classic statistical modeling process in lecture 23. We will talk about data normalization in classic statistical regression in detail in lecture 24. In lecture 25, we will make model estimation and result interpretation. In lecture 26, we will learning the problems of multicollinearity and how to find it, how to fix it. In lecture 27, we will improve the model based on the problems we found. In lecture 28, we will learn how to evaluate the model using testing data. In lecture 29, we will visualize the model results using different plotting methods. And in section 6, we will learning machine learning linear regression models. This section contains 5 lectures. We will learning the machine learning modeling process in lecture 30. In lecture 31, we were learning how to define the training the machine learning model. In lecture 32, we will learning how to evaluate the machine learning model using the testing data. In lecture 33, we will learning how to improve the model based on the evaluation results. In the last lecture, lecture 34, we will learning how to visualize the machine learning modeling results using different plotting methods. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.